Diary of St. Francis de Sales, November 14th. Let us prepare to practice certain virtues suited to our smallness, which are exercised more by lowering ourselves than by rising up. These virtues are patience, forbearance toward our neighbor, service to others, humility, gentleness of spirit, affability, tolerating our own imperfections, and other similar small virtues. I do not say that occasionally it is not beneficial to rise through prayer, but it must be done gradually. Spiritual Letters. On November 14th, 1622, St. Francis de Sales arrived in Valence and immediately went to see his daughters of the Visitation, where he found great consolation upon seeing that the fledgling community was very pious and diligent in following the rule. He experienced even greater joy when speaking with Madame La Gamelle, the mother of the founder of that monastery, learning that she had retired to the convent as a benefactor and wished to become a Visitandine. Due to her age, 84 years, the nuns were reluctant to admit her, but the holy founder made them understand that no age is unworthy of offering oneself to the service of the Eternal. He consoled the good lady by telling her to prepare herself, because upon his return to the city, he would personally give her the habit of a novice, which he indeed did. Though he was in a hurry, he did not want to leave the city without visiting the renowned Sister Mary of Valence, who was greatly reputed for her holiness. Their meeting lasted quite a while, so late that his family went to find him to leave. On the way back, one of his relatives, extremely annoyed, said, "It is truly shameful, Monseigneur, that you make us trot through the streets at this hour. It's enough for you to meet with a mumbling reciter of our fathers, and you think of nothing else?" Our saint, with a sweet smile, answered, "Have you said everything? Know that it is greatly beneficial for a sinner like me to speak intimately with a holy spouse of Christ Jesus, such as Sister Mary of Valence. She will pray an Ave Maria for you, and tomorrow, after having slept well tonight, you will no longer remember today's imprudence." On November 14th, 1877, Pope Pious IX, continuing the document of the previous July 19th, 1877, promulgated another, Dives in Misericordia Deus, which again praised St. Francis de Sales' holy doctrine and exemplary life, and, along with his venerable predecessors Alexander VII, Clement IX, and Benedict XIV, recognized him as a restorer of sacred eloquence, a supremely wise moderator of souls, and an illustrious teacher of true piety. This document proposed him as a marvelous example of virtue and apostolic life, and solemnly confirmed him with the title of Doctor of the Universal Church. Reflection on November 14th. The reflection for November 14th invites us to focus on practicing humble yet powerful virtues that are within everyone's reach, regardless of our capabilities or circumstances. St. Francis de Sales emphasizes the importance of virtues like patience, service, and humility, suggesting that it is often more useful and necessary to descend rather than ascend, a concept that implies embracing our humanity and limitations as opportunities for spiritual growth. Practicing these virtues helps us develop strong and compassionate character, focusing more on the welfare of others and less on our personal goals or achievements. The story of his arrival in Valence and his meeting with Madame La Gamelle highlights his belief that service to the Lord is not limited by age or societal conventions. His willingness to welcome an elderly woman into the convent, despite the nuns' reservations, presents a beautiful example of inclusion and acceptance in religious life. It reminds us that the desire to serve and follow the paths of faith knows no bounds, and that a person's value in the faith community does not diminish with age. His interaction with an annoyed relative after visiting Sister Mary of Valence is a lesson in managing impatience and anger with understanding and kindness. Francis's patience and gentle response demonstrate his spiritual strength and ability to see beyond momentary human limitations, focusing on his higher purpose. These encounters highlight that even in the most trivial situations, we can find opportunities to share kindness and faith, acting as living examples of Christ's teachings.